Welcome, joke rookies. Let's get right into it. Are you totally tired of those super awkward silences? Do you ever just kind of freeze up when you're trying to make a new friend? Well, you are in luck because today I am your official, slightly ridiculous playground joke master. And this explainer, it's your ultimate storybook guide to using jokes as massive social hacks. We're going to decode the secret language of laughter using actual kid-tested jokes to turn you into a total conversation pro. Okay, so let's look at how this actually works. On one side, we have boring talk. You walk up to someone and just say, hello. I mean, it's fine, but yawn, right? Total snooze. But what about fun talk? Imagine walking up and saying, how does the ocean say hello? It waves. Boom. You've literally just injected a completely silly, colorful cartoon image right into their brain. Instantly, a boring talk turns into a fun one. You just broke the ice with a giant splash.
Let's actually test this out right now. I'm going to throw a classic playground question your way, and I want you to shout your best guess right at the screen. Ready? Okay. What's brown and sticky? Just think about it for a second. Got an answer?
A stick. Did you overthink it? I bet you did. But you know what's really interesting here is how this proves that mastering jokes is literally so easy and so much fun. You really don't need some huge complicated setup. Sometimes the most hilariously literal answer is the absolute best social hack to get a quick giggle and loosen everyone up.
All right, moving right along to Section 1, Joke Master Basic Training and Mastering Knock-Knock Jokes. So, every expert builder needs a rock-solid foundation, right? Well, in the world of playground comedy, that foundational building block is the legendary, undefeated knock-knock joke. It's the ultimate conversational hack because it literally forces the other person to talk to you. Here's the rigid four-step formula. Step 1, you say, knock-knock. Step 2, you wait for them to say, who's there? Step 3, you deliver the setup, like the famous interrupting cow. You say, interrupting cow. They start to say, interrupting cow away, and then bam! Step 4, you shout moo before they can even finish. You've completely hijacked the conversation and created an instant shared laugh.
Let's look at another classic one. It's a slightly gross kid joke, but it works every single time. It goes like this. You say, knock knock. They say, who's there? You say, I smell mop. They say, I smell mop poo. And then you yell, ew, in your most dramatic, goofy voice. Do you see the trap here? Step 3 completely tricks your friend into saying the punchline themselves. They literally just said, I smell my poo. It's an absolute genius social hack that gets them giggling at their own silly mistake.
Okay, let's jump straight into Section 2, Silly Animal Joke Hacks. If there's one thing that is guaranteed, and I mean absolutely guaranteed, to get a smile out of anyone, it's picturing animals doing human things. So, time to put your thinking caps on, rookies. Step into the shoes of a silly joke master and think about some fish logic. Why are fish so smart? I'll give you a second to let that marinate. Why on earth would a fish be a genius?
Because they swim in schools. Oh, I love the enthusiasm of this one. See, making a connection between the animal world, where a group of fish is literally called a school, and our world, where we go to school to get smart, it creates this perfect little spark in the brain that just results in a massive laugh.
Let's try another animal puzzle. I want you to picture a bright, super colorful cartoon farm in your head. The sun is just beating down, and there's this sweaty little pink pig out in the middle of the field. What did the pig say when he was in the sun? Think about it. What happens to a pig in the crazy heat?
I'm bacon! Get it? Bacon? You really got to deliver this one with a huge cartoony voice. Animal jokes like this are just pure, silly fun for beginners. They paint a really funny picture, and they rely on words everyone already knows, which makes them the perfect, low-pressure hack to totally brighten someone's day.
All right, up next is Section 3, Wordplay for Boring Talks.
Wordplay is without a doubt a literal social superpower. This is where you take completely normal, boring, everyday words and twist them just enough to turn them into something incredibly hilarious. Listen to this classic setup. What do you call cheese that's not yours? Now, if you're a rookie, I want you to sound out the words of the answers super carefully in your head before you guess. Cheese that does not belong to you.
Nacho cheese, because not your cheese becomes nacho cheese. The absolutely crucial point here is that words that sound similar can totally trick the ear. You're giving your friend's brain this tiny, delightful puzzle to solve, and the reward is a massive, cheesy grin.
Let's try one more advanced wordplay challenge. Really visualize this one with me. Paint a vivid, funny picture in your mind of a little green avocado. Maybe it's carrying a tiny briefcase, just walking up the steps to a church. What do you call it?
Holy guacamole! Yes. Seriously, give yourself a massive round of applause if you got that one right. Wordplay takes everyday objects, like an avocado or a block of cheese, and spins them into absolute comedy gold. It's truly the ultimate tool to keep in your conversational backpack.
Okay, moving to Section 4, the Ultimate Joke Quiz. All right, rookies, you've learned the formulas. You've mastered the knock-knock. You've totally conquered the animal kingdom, and you've twisted words like a pretzel. Now it's time to put your brand new social hack skills to the ultimate test. Let's go over the ground rules like I'm your friendly playground referee. Rule number 1, listen to the setup closely. Rule number 2, guess the punchline as fast as humanly possible. And rule number 3, no whispering. I want you to shout it out loud right at your screen. Let's get that energy up.
Here we go. First quiz question coming in hot. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? Count those arms in your head. Think about the wordplay. Shout it out.
10 tickles, because he has 10 tickles? Oh, that is magnificent. Celebrate if you got that one. Now, what's really interesting here is the brilliant, super simple wordplay hidden right inside the number 10. It's just a perfect joke.
No time to rest, we're launching right into the next quiz question. Let's keep that fast, fun momentum going. Why didn't the skeleton go to prom? Think about what a skeleton is missing. Why wouldn't he ask anyone to the dance?
'Cause he didn't have the guts. Spooky, hilarious, and just brilliant. Congratulations! Honestly, if you nailed that, you've officially graduated from basic training. You are no longer rookies. You are full-blown joke masters.
But as you know, a master's work is never done. So I'm issuing you a formal playground joke challenge to take these conversational hacks out into the real world. Here's your mission. Step 1, find a friend, or honestly even someone you want to be friends with today. Step 2, pick your absolute favorite joke from this explainer. Step 3, deliver it with a massive smile. Be brave, be silly, and just watch how it magically transforms the room.
And to wrap up our explainer today, I'm going to leave you with one lingering, slightly absurd question straight from the kids themselves. What do you get when you come across a porcupine and a tortoise? One is slow, one pokes. What in the world is the punchline? Well, I'll let you try to figure that one out yourselves. Keep laughing, keep hacking those awkward silences, and I'll catch you next time.